21 Ford Bronco First Edition, $51,940. 22 Subaru Outback Premium All-Wheel Drive, $28,490. 24 Lincoln Navigator, it's a black label, $88,988. Ray Varner Ford, local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can count on.
Well, thanks for checking in with your evening weather update. Sure hope you had a great day. Obviously, an overcast, gray, dreary, wet, and rainy day around East Tennessee, but it's not over yet because we have a storm system on the way overnight tonight that could pop off a couple of isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, I'm not too terribly impressed by the storm system at all, but let's highlight the Storm Prediction Center's information. They have put us under a level 1 risk across the Cumberland Plateau. That does include parts of Morgan County, Scott, all the way down through, just to the west of Rockwood, Spring City, Dayton, Soddy Daisy, into the Chattanooga area. When you break it down to the different categories, wind is going to be the main threat, but there is a little bit of spin in the atmosphere, so there's a 2% probability when you look at the big risk levels for tornadoes, a 2%. Again, I'm not terribly impressed by this one single bit. See if I can get the words out, huh? So let's pick up our timeline. 7 o'clock here tonight. We've had those scattered rain showers throughout the day. Still can't rule out a couple of, but just going to be dreary, damp for high school football. And then overnight tonight, here comes the storm system. Here's midnight. Storm's going to start to work its way out of Middle Tennessee and Kentucky. There's 2 a.m. working its way across the Cumberland Plateau. Again, give or take an hour or two. There's 4 o'clock in the morning, so heavy rain's going to be with us during the overnight hours, and then it slides its way on through. By 7 o'clock in the morning, we may have some lingering showers, wet roads, some dense fog around the area, and some of us could pick up well over an inch of rain associated with the storm system as well. So that's going to be a big rainmaker overnight tonight. Now, low temperatures on Saturday will be in the 50s and 60s. Through the day on Saturday, improving weather conditions where the winds shift to the north and northwest behind this frontal boundary. Now, we don't necessarily see a lot of colder air back behind it, but those temperatures will come down just a little bit considering that we've been in the 60s and 70s. Now, we will be in the 60s and 70s on Saturday. As we look ahead on our rain chances, another cold front heads our way at the start of next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. That will usher in much colder air and bring us even more rain, maybe an additional inch of rainfall possible with next week's system. So here's your 7-day. We're going to stay in the mid-60s all the way through Tuesday through Wednesday, and then that colder air starts to come on in. Thanksgiving Day looks like it's going to be sunny, quiet, and dry, down to 51, and then down to 47 degrees on Black Friday if you're doing any sort of shopping. Now, I know yesterday I talked about the possibility for maybe some light snow showers around the area, and I wasn't biting at the bit yet, even though I highlighted it. I've pretty much taken it out. I just don't think we're going to see any snowfall. So it's 51 on Thanksgiving Day, 47 on Saturday. That should be Friday. I don't know why that says Saturday, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday should be also in the 50s. So again, doesn't look too terribly bad. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's the ensemble forecast for snowfall. If you do have any travel plans, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, most of the snow is going to be isolated across the Great Lakes in the northern tier. Across the state of Tennessee, we probably won't see much at all. That's about it, my friends. Wake Up with Witcher starts off at 8 o'clock in the morning, Saturday and Sunday. Join for a live weather update. I'll see you then.